live in hope that the trial will go their way. And then there's that dawning realisation that it hasn't. You're going to prison.
Some of them are still in shock that they've been sentenced.
The first time you come in here, you just never forget.
It's scary. My heart was in my mouth, I was shaking.
I don't think you realise what the prisoners actually go through behind closed doors.
People say it's a holiday camp, but it's not.
Ready for your bedding and tools, guys?
They just count the days down till they get out. Buzzing for it, buzzing to get out.
One for liberation.
You feel like going on your hands and knees and kissing the pavement.
My name's Vicky. I work at Greenock Prison and I have been in Greenock Prison for 13 years in total. Right, well, our day starts at 7:45. We start off by doing the numbers, most important thing, making sure everybody's still with us and alive. Once we know that that's fine, then the day can carry on. They've been out there for about 10 minutes. During the week, breakfast is a breakfast pack that they've been given the night before. So it consists of Rice Krispies, a roll, a bit of jam, maybe. Weekends are slightly different. Weekends they get a brunch, which is black pudding, sausage, egg. A wee special treat on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Top flat, Vicky.
Lunch could be anything from sandwiches, soup. The guys report that the soup's usually quite good. The prisoners usually get between kind of 15-20 minutes to finish their meal. Get out to the yard. Exercise is between 2:30 and 3:30. During which we've got a choice of table tennis, darts, pool and snooker. Then at 8:30, get everybody back where they're supposed to be, numbers check again, and then that's us.
I've been coming in this prison now for on and off for the last 10 years. Just luckily, it's just not been big sentences. It's always been a few months here, a few months there.
It's Dean's final 24 hours in prison.
I'm doing 4 months. I'm in for assault and I'm in Greenock Prison. I was a fisherman before I came in here. I've been a fisherman for the last 13 years. I started at the fishing. I was actually doing my trade as a roofer, and one of them YTS schemes, I was earning £50 a week. My mum's ex-boyfriend at the time, he worked in a fishing boat and I had a week's holiday. He asked me if I would go out and help him. Went out and helped him for a week and ended up getting something like £500 odd for a week's work. I thought, oh, this is great. I thought, right, this is the way I want to go, so packed the trade in, went to fishing, been there ever since. Something that's been in my blood for years and years and I absolutely love it, you know. just being free to do whatever you want and always find somewhere different that you've never been. You've got porpoises swimming near the front of the boat and things like that. It's indescribable, the feeling of freedom, you know, you can't put it into words.
Dean looks after his stuff. His cell's always in order. It's always clean. I think it's potentially a status thing. The more belongings you have, maybe the more popular you are.
I couldn't live in a dirty house outside, so I can't do it in here. You know, it's not right.
Dean was one of the ones that he likes to have a sofa, which is 2 plastic chairs with a duvet draped over them, and it looks quite nice. However, they should only have 1 chair, and the duvet they have should be on their bed. But prisoners being prisoners, they have ways and means of acquiring other stuff.
There's only 2 things in here that kind of reminds me that I'm in a jail at night when my door's shut. The bars in my window, and there's no hono on the back of my door. That's a couple of quilts as well on top of my mattress. And that's just other bedding put down it just to kind of make it look a wee bit presentable. You don't want to remind yourself that you're in jail, so if you try and make it look like a bedroom, you kind of forget you're in jail when you're in here at night. You know, you sit and watch a couple of DVDs, a wee cup of tea or whatever, smoke, lie back, and you know, if your cell's comfy, you're comfy. We got a right good shift in yesterday, chest. I've got a few assaults under my belt now, aye. You know, I've got really a temper problem with the drink.
Each time he says it was the vodka that time, then he'll come back in, no, it was whiskey, whiskey doesn't agree with me, it was beer. So this sentence, he's saying that he's just going to stop drinking.
I don't set out to be angry and aggressive with a drink. It just seems to be that people can push my buttons a lot easier, and I was brought up at an age where you didn't lie down and let folk shite on you, excuse my language, but I mean, it was always, back when I was growing up, it was always about fighting. That was just part of life, you know, it was just the way it was. It was always kind of violence, you know.
Top flat, clear.
It's getting out to nothing, absolutely nothing, starting fresh, don't know what's for me. So, just need to kind of, I would say I'm really nervous, just need to wait and see, I suppose. I don't know, just a daunting thought.
What's your plans? Will we see you again? Will you come back?
I really, really hope not. To be honest, they're getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
They are getting harder and harder. I mean, this is the first ever time. I mean, I've come in, I've lost relationships and all that sort of stuff. So, no, I'm not enjoying myself anymore. So, I think time to try and go straight.
Time to grow up, eh?
Aye.
It's Dean's last night in his cell.
Thanks.
Hey, see you later now.
See you later.
It's the morning of Dean's liberation. In a few hours, he'll be released.
You get everything away. I mean, you're in bed and this couch and stuff like that, my lamp and all that sort of stuff. Just, you end up, you're in here and you're just living with all your stuff in your bags down there packed. I mean, even right down to your remote control, you get your remote control away, so you're excited, don't know what's for you. So, I'm looking forward to it, I suppose. Now get that in, put that in Gordon's room.
Huh?
Now put that in Gordon's room. Come on.
It's not his property, you can't give him stuff. You can give him the sugar and stuff like that, but see if it's clothing and stuff like that.
It's just bedding.
I'll go and do the kid read on and take it out.
You know what I mean?
It's a kind of unwritten rule that you sort your friends out, you pay your debts before you leave. Yeah, I think in prison they all look after each other.
Coffee, sugar, empty roll-ons, shit. You know, it's like a lesson in here. You say to yourself, right, you learn your downfalls, right? Drink is no good for me. But for years and years, I was kind of ignorant to it. And I used to say, right, I can't drink this certain drink, and I can't drink this certain drink, or I can't go out here, or I can't go and talk to these kind of people. And in general, it's just more or less clean cut. I just can't drink alcohol.
What do you do when you go out?
Booze. Booze and chase my home, mate.
I don't feel sympathy for prisoners. I feel empathy for their families. It's their families that they're continually letting down.
What time's was that? About 9 o'clock?
Best way to ask for you, basically. Mostly it'll be about half 9, 10 o'clock, so most likely. It depends just what else is on, to be honest. I'd be surprised if they're still here at 10 o'clock, put it that way.
Back in by the time I'm out, guaranteed. Ready to school.
What's happening, man? See you later, lads. See you on the outside for right, man. I'm away, mate. I've done my porridge. Can you not find out what's going on? God, I'm eager.
Believe it or not, I would be delighted for them to let you go, Dean.
Thank you very much, Cole. I'm getting bummed up here, Joanna. I don't know where I'm going to be staying when I get out. You know, I'll get a lib grant when you get out. You get your £70 when you get out. I mean, I'm used to spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds a day. So £70, I'll spend that in the first shop there. You know what I mean? £70 nothing. Right, this is fucking dragging on too long now, man. Fucking hell. Oh. Come on and fucking shout, man. Get out of here. Right, get my bag. That's me, man. 2 seconds. After about 48 hours on the outside, you totally forget about this place. And it comes to a kind of a bragging sense then. Not at all. Hey Joe, all the best. See you later on. I'm leaving this place a single person, so it's starting everything again from scratch. Go to live with the mistakes you make.
Dean.
Morning. Getting worried there, so I was. Always thinking about my daughter. I feel kind of bad about it, you know. I shouldn't be here, I should be out there looking after her.
Dean's wee girl's 6 and she knows where he is. I think that's hit home with Dean. Dean's always told her that prison's for bad people and now she thinks he's a bad man.
I mean, up until last year, I was always in my daughter's life. I was still with her mum. Even when I was at sea, I always had FaceTime. So at bedtime, I'd phone her on FaceTime and kind of face-to-face. Right, night, darling, I love you, sort of thing. I mean, you can't do that in here. It kind of strips you away from being a proper father being in here, you know. It takes a bigger man to walk away, and it really does. And I really need to learn how to be that man. So, just need to try it again and again and again to get it right.
How you doing? Thanks.
No bad. Right, what's going on?
We need to speak to you again.
Right.
We'll explain.
Fuck's sake, I thought there was something going on with us.
Gate arrest is when a prisoner's reached his liberation date. He's taken to the front gate to be released and the police are at the door waiting for them. Every prisoner's worst nightmare.
On liberation, Dean was arrested at the gate under the Communications Act for making a threatening call from prison. He's received another 4-month sentence.
Grabbed my arm and told me obviously who they were. Police, I knew them anyway. He told me they were police and I was under arrest for Telecoms Act. He took me down to Greenock Police Station. They kept me down there till yesterday morning. Down yesterday court all day. Just sentenced and now my fate back up here. It kind of breaks your spirit a wee bit. It's gone from having a plan in your head to not having a plan. You just don't know what's coming next. The joys. So, that's it. Start again.
I don't know about Dean. Sometimes he just says the right things and then just same old silly mistakes.
That's what I say with my wee pal. I usually go to the gym with wee Gordon. Went up to his door and I put on a different voice. Hey boy! He's like, who's that? I opened his home. He's like, fucking, you doing back? Says I got a gate arrest. He's like, when you out? I was like, December. Yeah, same time as me. So I was noising him up. Aye, that's me. I knew you couldn't handle it without me, so I came back in to finish your sentence with you.
Hey, number 12, your time is up. Let's go.
Is it hard for you though, like, demoralising to keep going when you see the people you...
No. I think we've just got to keep drumming into people that these services are available to them. And hopefully one day the penny drops.
I'm going to get wallpaper. Because I done that the last time I was in here, a couple of years ago. Put wallpaper on that, and up there, maybe a wee border, put it around. I don't know if a couch will fit in here. It's just a kick in the balls. I should boot the other day. Ah well. Joys.
You want to HMP Low Moss?
Opened in 2012, Low Moss is one of Scotland's newest prisons.
My best description of Low Moss would be it's bright and airy. I think it's the future. I think they've sat down through the passage of time and looked at how best to create an environment to hold prisoners. And I think that this at the moment it's the footprint, it's the way ahead. Our primary role is to process prisoners who are going to courts, they're going to hospitals, they're going to other establishments. They say that it's possibly the second busiest reception in the SPS.
It's been 5 months since Brian's first 24 hours in prison.
I was coming in here, just didn't know anything about the jail. So I felt out of place that way a wee bit. Most people were older, more experienced in and out in a life of crime and stuff. I'm just happened to get caught up in a daft street fight and landed myself in here.
Brian remembers his first day at Low Moss well.
Coming to Low Moss was a bit of an eye-opener, I'd say. I wouldn't say I was scared to start with, but I was kind of, I don't know, I felt out of place. I didn't feel as if I should be here. I didn't feel as if, I don't know, it's just not for me. Still not for me. Went to school up to 3rd year here. Moved to Australia for 18 months, moved over to Perth with my family. Come back and got a job in a bar over here, working full time, and then ended up in here. I was never ever in any bother in school. I was always kind of one of the quieter ones. And then still the past couple of years it's kind of spiralled out of control. I think it's drinking, drugs. I've kind of, been a big part of me being in here, I would say. Right for my birthday and a night out. The night was going great, no bother the full night. I ended up in an argument with a guy and he got out of control and ended up badly injured. Random guy bumped into after the dancing. Two of us were drunk. I'd bumped into his girlfriend by mistake and I apologised. He wasn't happy about it, he wouldn't let it go. And ended up in a fight. It was only two punches and one kick. But the guy's injuries were kind of bad, so that's why I get the 3.5 years for it. When I watched the CCTV, I thought, what have I done? What have I done? It shows you me punching a guy twice, his head smashing through a phone box, and then me kicking him in the head after that. It was brutal. So I didn't realise what I'd done at the time. I didn't realise that that was what I'd done. When you actually watch yourself doing stuff, it just gives you a fright. It gave me a shock because I was saying that could have been a murder charge easily. Social workers and stuff have sat me down and says that's been an assault and then a serious assault. Next stage it goes up to an attempt murder and then it can lead to a murder. I'm the one to go down that route.
It gets pretty chaotic at times. We don't want to keep prisoners in the reception for any length of time. We want to get them through, get them processed and get them to the residential areas as quickly as we can. And they will be taken in one at a time and they'll be body searched, which is the removal of all clothing, which will be placed on a rack for safe storage. Prisoners will come in their own civilian clothing. Within the reception at Low Moss, we need to hold clothing suitable that if they get liberated, if they get released at court, that they need to have their own clothing. Certainly not advantageous for them to be wearing prison clothing to court. We give them a set of prison denims, which are sometimes they actually fit them, and either a green crew neck t-shirt or blue crew neck t-shirt signifying what hall they come from.
And then you get took to your cell and the door gets locked. That's when you kind of think, right, that's when reality hits, that you realise I'm in prison. The first day is brutal because your head's still trying to take in the fact that I'm going to spend the next couple of years in here. Once that door gets locked at night and you're sitting staring at four walls, that's when you kind of start, your head does kind of overtime, you start thinking of stuff I was missing. Mostly family, missing a right good something to eat, and everything, really. Missing everything. I remember my first sleep being a decent sleep because I've been at court all day, and getting down to court kind of takes it out of you because you're sitting about in a cell, so it drains you mentally and physically. So I get a good sleep that night, and then for the next couple of weeks I wasn't sleeping well at all. First couple of weeks I missed my wee boy the most. That's all I kept thinking about, if he was going to be alright. It's the big things that I kind of, like family kind of matters and stuff, that's the kind of things I worry about myself mostly. All the kind of small things you learn to deal with. Like, of course, sitting watching the Champions League on a midweek or whatever with my feet up with a beer and a Chinese, that's kind of ideally what I'm wanting, but I don't know, you learn to deal with that stuff. Doesn't really matter. That's what you learn to deal in here. It's the big things, such as family and friends, that mean the most to you. It's hard, aye. It's hard, but I try and put my mind on other things. I try not to think about it all the time, because it would just make your time twice as hard, and you'd be sitting here depressed throughout your full sentence thinking about stuff like that. It's an up-to-date modern prison. People say it's better than Berlin, better than here, better than there. But at 8:30 at night, that door's still getting locked, and you're still in prison, aren't you? You're still in jail regardless of how fancy it is or how clean it is or what the meals are like. You're still in jail at the end of the day. You're still in a prison, and you're still getting locked up at the same time as everybody else. That's when the heat starts going, that's when the thinking time starts. And that door gets locked. I know for a fact this time once I get out, that'll be me, I'll not be back.
To help reduce the high rate of re-offending amongst short-term inmates, Low Moss Prison has a unique through care team.
PSP, the Prisoner Support Pathway, is a support for the short-term prisoners. These guys were just coming back in and out of custody again and again. Our aim is to try and support them and stop them from coming back into prison.
14 PSP staff work with the inmates before their release.
How you doing, Paul? All right?
A lot of these guys that are in prison have a number of needs. A lot of them don't have any housing. A lot of them come in and reoffend because they don't have housing.
We can offer them the world. Do they want to accept it or not? That's their choice.
You have to be realistic. So, and it's about letting them see that they can have goals, something to aim for.
On our day of liberation, we'll take them to their appointments, we'll take them to their doctors, we'll take them to the addictions team, we'll take them to the homeless offices. If we didn't offer that support, a high number of them have openly admitted they wouldn't have made it themselves. They would have maybe just went to the first shop and spent the money they had in their pocket on drink or tried to source drugs and just reverted back to their old ways.
Hi.
Hiya, you all right?
Hi.
You got everything?
Hi.
Medication and everything?
Hi.
And the reality of it is that they do have to climb over obstacle after obstacle when they get out in the community. It's not just as simple as going back to a house and getting money on a plate and walking into a job. It's not as easy as that.
Good morning. We've all got our faults, and fair enough, they broke the law, but I don't see myself as being any better than anyone in here. Right, so how many courts? I've got one court. I better go and wake him up. In any area of life, if you want to change, that person has to have the belief that they can change. You got court this morning? Get yourself ready, okay? But also, we have to give them respect as individuals to enable them to believe that they can change.
It's Mark's final 24 hours in prison.
If I've done something, I'll go in, I'll plead to it, I'll say, right, get away, I've done it. Fair enough, you caught me. But there's other times it didn't catch me. So it's 50-50. I don't regret anything I've done. Well, I regret getting caught, if that's to be honest.
Take it easy, right? Stay with me. Take it easy.
Me too, wee man. If people think your last day drags on, basically, I hope it does drag in. Just a wee kick up bells for me. Don't come back. Well, the first 2 weeks, just fighting with my mum, my girlfriend. And then, as the time went on, just phone before I know it. It's like, it's my last day. Like, yes. Wake up tomorrow, big smile on my face, like, get in there.
Mark was convicted of breach of the peace and police assault.
As you're growing up in Glasgow, it's all knives, everyone's got knives. Everybody was drinking. Then we just didn't run about the streets, lockbacks. That's a lockback knife. We used to just run about gang fighting. You take care, Mark, don't go fucking back. I've seen loads of people being stabbed. I was in a house and a guy who's kidding on his golf threw me a 17 up windy. My pal didn't think it was funny and ended up just stabbing fucking him. Got a 7.5 years for it.
Do those sort of things leave a sort of impacts with you?
I don't think so. I never think about it, like, till you mentioned it, like, if I've ever seen it, but it doesn't leave anything in my head. It's a culture. It's the way it goes. You need to look after yourself, and if it's no rain, it's sure.
Over a year ago, a major family event forced Mark to rethink his life.
I was sitting in my girlfriend's house, and my big sister, she phoned me, she's screaming down the phone. I'm like, the fuck, tell me what you're talking about. Knife related, a stab wound. and my brother's passed away. Every single thing's changed. Just when I go out and all that, I just think my brother's not with me anymore. Somebody's been the best part of my life. Done my best friend for my full life. It's just not here. It's not good. And kills me, even thinking about it. For the first year after it, didn't want to go out, didn't want to see anybody. I used to sit and cry in my bed for months and months, never get up. Just lay there devastated, couldn't go over it. It broke me, so it did. Broken's not the word for it.
Following the death of his brother, Mark stopped drinking for over a year. But after one night out, he was back in jail.
I remember the day just walking in like, what the fuck am I doing back here? Everything was going through my head like, it's my wee mum, my mum. I feel for her. But before, I never cared about coming into prison. But this time, it just hurt me. It's like a reality check. Like just back to the same place, the same shit, dubbed up all the time in the jail, getting told what to do and what to eat. Just, nah, never again.
So what section are you in? D2? D1? Some of the stories, you know, things that have happened to them when they were young, they're horrendous. And you hear them every day. And it's no wonder that they're in here. Morning, Brian. Has yours still got that voice? Have you been to the nurse? I'm not excusing their behaviour, I'm not excusing it at all, but I do think we have to understand where it's all coming from. I was looking for you, Peter, but you'd already been in, that's fine. I'm shouting like a Maddie. Peter, how you doing, all right? When I'm speaking to prisoners, you can tell that they're quite thankful for people coming to see them, and I think they're quite appreciative of people spending time with them. Have you? Why are people wanting drugs and getting stoned out their head? You know, why do they want to do this? A lot of them are escaping really bad childhoods.
Martin, you are chicken and fruit. Mark, you're mince and...
My last supper, wee man. Every time I'm drunk, I get to jail. I've got 25 previous convictions. It's all alcohol related.
Who's picking you up tomorrow?
Mama.
Your mum? Did you have your visit today as well?
No, she cancelled it.
What is it?
And my phone's got off, so I can't phone. It's my mouth. And when I'm drunk, I'm always right. Nobody could tell me otherwise. When I'm sober, I'm a genuine guy, I'm honest. But it's when you're drunk, it's just a total different story. January last year, I've had one drink and I got to jail. I made that one mistake. Is that one drink landed back in here. So now I know I can't get to drink. I'm not doing it.
Do you think you need help?
I did when I was younger. Now I'm here, 27, still in the jail. But I thought, basically I've helped myself stop. I know what I need to stop doing. Took me 27 years to realise. Drink, drugs.
It is Mark's last night in prison before his release in the morning.
Right, Mark, all the best. Hope you don't come back.
I won't.
Good man.
See you later.
Some of them act like they're just not really that happy about getting out, which that's sad, you know.
Keep that fucking chin up, eh?
And then you get other ones who are really, really happy to get out, and it's nice to see.
Catch you later, big man. Take care, right, Marco.
And you have the wee chat and say, you know, hope I don't see you again.
I met this man out to run away for you. I'm all kidding, man. I'm all kidding, man. You're one of the better ones.
Thank you, Mum.
You and me, Phil. I can't say the same about the rest.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your stay at home.
Everybody will go to work, they'll sneak my door. And then 15, 20 minutes later, about 9 o'clock, the door will go on, you're lived. Get out of my shit, man, get the fuck out of here.
Hi, Mark. So what are you going to today, Mark? Is that you?
Big Scottish breakfast, that's me.
Well, you'll be able to get as many breakfasts as you want now, what you want.
I know I will.
Sometimes you think, oh, I hope you'll do well, and I hope you'll stay off, you know, drink or drugs or whatever. And you just wish them well, you know. Good morning.
No, I don't think I'll be back in prison. I'm positive mindset, stay at the jail. Don't come back, stay off the drink. I gotta stay.
Sweet get done. He's just still in jail gear.
Bit of streams, no?
He's just still in jail gear. How much that cost on eBay?
Ah, nice. I need to change my life for the best. For my mum's sake, my own sake.
Right, just need you to sign that for us, Mark. This is your bus pass, all right?
Keep it.
No, just take it, just
Right,
take it in hands, all right?
Right.
Also, we've got £87.88, all right? You happy with that?
Aye, soft.
Yes.
Hey, that's what I mean.
You feel like going on your hands and knees and kissing the pavement. That's what I feel like then. Right, mate. Catch you later on. As soon as I get on, I'm like, yes, man. Thank fuck.
Who's on?
Right, what's your name?
I'll stay up. I know I will.
Okay, nice one. You'll look after yourself.
Jello operations.
Your ID, please.
Have a happy life. Instead of the jail life.
It's my postcode coming out on the thing.
you standing there, highway broken down. Thought I'd pull